Hello and welcome to AGT Racer. On today's video we have round 2 of the Drivers Room Sunday League at Fuji. We have a choice of the EF7, the McLaren P1 or the Zonda. On screen now is the rankings after round 1. So we have Jules, Rocker and Smith all at the top. Now let's go on to the grid. In pole we have Wilco, and in second place we have Jason in the Zonda and myself in the Zonda. Now myself and Jason, we had overpowered both of our cars. Mine was 120%. There you have Merck, who's followed by Rocker there, and then Boss, followed by Smith in the EF7, and he's followed by Mercer, and then Nightmare Racer and Pie and Jammy D at the back. And as I was saying, myself and Jason were overpowered accidentally for this race, so yeah, it was wrong there, but that was all discussed in the Discord drivers room. So let's get to the race. Okay, so here we are at round 2 of the Drivers Room Sunday League Season 4. It's the choice of the McLaren P1, the EF7 or the Zonda. And we're off at Fuji. Jason jumps into first place there in front of Wilco in the P1, and myself there sneaking into second place. Oh, a little bit of commotion between Rocker there and Wilco. That gives Jason a chance to move in front and move myself up into second place. We look there, we've got a battle there behind Rocker. Jules just sneaks in the P1, and the power of the P1 and the speed is absolutely ridiculous. There's Mert there, and then the EF7's at the back. Oh, Mert got proper twatted there. I think it was Jammy, I'm not sure. And new driver there, half Pie. I'll be calling him Pie for short for video purposes. He's at the back in the EF7. Let's have a look now. Obviously, as previously mentioned, it was discovered after the race that Jason and myself had the car over the 100%. I myself had it at 120. A bit of confusion. So I put my hands up there. And Jason as well. Look at the P1 though, absolutely flying, but very crap brakes on that P1. As I was saying, yep, myself and Jason were overpowered during this race, so a little bit of cheating there. It's been discussed in the Discord room. So not good there from myself or Jason, though it was a genuine mix-up, to be honest. Okay, let's get back into the race. We've still got Wilco there, all over the back of myself. There's Rocker in fourth, and a massive group now. We got the EF7, the P1 going on the inside of Jules there. Round on the... Oh! Mercer there with a big side twat into Smith. Not too much damage though. And Mercer there trying to squeeze past in the Zonda. Now the EF7 was better on fuel. Really good round the corners, but the speed wasn't there. The Nightmare Racer in 9th place there. The Boss in 10th. Look at this pack now. From 4th all the way up. Sorry, from 5th all the way up. Now let's have a look. The power of Jules in that car is absolutely ridiculous. But the 2 AF7s there. 3 now with the Zonda of Merc. Look at the power difference of the Zonda. The 2 AF7s relatively equal paced. A great move on Mercer there. He has to brake a little bit earlier than the AF7s. So, fantastic move. And Smith maintains 6th place, just in front of Merc. There's Mercer there in 8th. He's got Nightmare Racer on the back of him. Having a look now. Oh, a touch of the dirt there. It's Jamie D in 10th and Boss in 11th and Pie in 12th. Let's have a look at the overpowered Jason there in 1st place, not surprisingly. And again the overpowered Zonda and myself. We just watched the power of Wilco now. And let's look at behind at the power of that P1 now. Still quite a distance. And be right on the back of me by the end of this straight. Coming into the first corner, hard on the brakes. He's also has to go very hard on the brakes in that P1. But super fast. Oh, someone goes absolutely flying there. Jules, by the look of it. I don't know what's happened to him. And there we see Mert there having a look at Smith. The Zonda is faster. And Jamie D having a look around the outside of Boss. He's unable to capitalise out. Let's have a look at the front now. As we come up to the final corner, he's still got the Zonda of Jason in front, followed by myself. And then the super quick Wilco. He's got a good exit there, Wilco. And he's close enough, he'll be looking to jump myself. Down this straight, look at the power now. Let's see what he gets up to. 215, 218 miles an hour. There's a Zonda of Rocker, and behind Merc overtaking Smith now, the power of the Zonda. As you can see, 191 miles an hour for Merc before he needs to brake. You'll see myself and Jason go over the 200 mark. But Smith holding on well in the EF7. There's Mercer. Number 7 in 7th. And Nightmare Race there, followed by Jamie. And Pie has overtaken Boss. Looks like Boss might have had a problem. He's dropped off the pack a little bit now. And going through the tight chicane, Jason there. It's a 30-minute race now, the Sunday League, as we do have the Super Formula Series straight after after this. The points are sort of combined. There we go there, Merc. Oh, he's slowing down a little bit there. Gone a little bit wide. The F7 really good round the corners, but on the straight you'll see the speed disadvantage. Even in the slipstream, the Zonda's pulling away. Really good car, the Zonda. Just managing to hold on with the slipstream. It tops in out at 181, 182. But really good brakes, so it's a good car, a good track car. Great driving from Smith. He's got Mercer hovering down the back of him. Nightmare Racer going a little bit wide there in the back. This will be the advantage for Smith if he can overtake during these corners. Tighter corners, a lot better for the EF7. As we'll see Merck pull away a little bit now before we get to the very tight right-hander. This could be the advantage that Smith needs. For the tight chicane, he just hasn't been able to make a move. There's a C Rocker there, holding on strong in fourth, sliding Wilco there around the final corner. As we see Jason, oh, it looks like he's going in the pits, decides against it. Or did he? No, he did go in the pits. I'm in the pits also. The fuel's a problem. Wilco pitting early. Rocker deciding to stay out there. And Merck pitted. As you can see, the fuel of the EF7. Very, very good on the fuel. There's Mercer there. Moving up into third. It will all change in the pit though. Maybe looking for a one stop for the EF7s, two stop for the rest. Nightmare Racer and Jammy there getting in the mix. As we come up to the long flowing right-hander, it's a great corner for these cars. Jammy D trying to sneak in the inside there a little bit. But he'll be on the outside, try and dip inside now. They're neck and neck. Might be able to cut. Oh, he's gone a little bit wide there. Nightmare Racer loses a position to Jammy. As we see there, Jason, he'll be looking to gain his first place back. And there we've got Pi in 7th, and then a little train behind then. Boss, Wilco and myself. Have a cheeky move on Pi there. Did nothing come about it though. Wilco's very close now. I'll be looking for Wilco to take a charge. Zonda's easily passed the EF7. As you saw, the other Zonda of Merck had 191. I'm top in there. I'm 201. So that's the power difference, as you can see. Rocker comes out in the middle. And as I was talking there about my cheating ways, we saw Wilco overtake with a powered P1. And there's Rocker there. Come out just in front of Boss. There's Merck after his pits. And Mercer after his pits. Paul coming out of the pits in last. And Smith all the way up into first now. Might be able to get another lap out of his fuel if he does a lot of fuel saving. It all depends if he'll want to waste or lose valuable time. There we go, Jammy D in second place there. deciding to jump into the pits there, Smith. Jamie D doing well with his fuel saving and pops into first place. Nightmare Racer jumps in now for fuel. Moving Jason all the way up into second place. As you can see there, Jason topping out at 2:03. And the super quick P1 there. Easily overtaking myself down that straight. As he did on the previous lap, sorry. Oh, Rocker going a little bit wide. And there we got Merck in the Zonda. I think the Zonda the better car today. And Mercer and Smith. Mercer's able to jump Smith there in the pit stop phase. Smith now having a look. Super soft tyres on for Smith. Gotta say the EF7 does look slow compared to the Zondas. And generally a very quick car. Struggling Smith. Mercer doing well to defend. He's right on the back of him now. He needs to have a good exit out of this final corner. Can be very tricky this corner. Put the power on too early. You go wide. Don't put it on early enough. You lose a lot of time. He's in the slipstream now though. As Jamie D pops in the pits. He's surely going to take Mercer now. They're both topping out. He's got the inside though. Mercer braking a little bit early there. Dipping it back in on the inside. Good move from Mercer, but unable to get it to stick. Beautiful looking Golf livery there. And the creator of the driver's room, Mr. MJR Mercer. Just unable to catch it back up now. Well, a slight mistake from Smith, giving Mercer the chance there. Mercer just couldn't get past. Back in the same position as we was a lap ago. Got 14 minutes left of the race. Let's have a look there. Front runner Jason absolutely flying. Great job really, even though it's slightly up a little bit of power, still a great work to get in first. There's Wilco there, charging away now in that P1. There's myself with Rocker all over me now in the background. Unfortunately Rocker is slightly slower. Yeah, it's about 5 miles an hour slower. 10 miles an hour slower on the straight. Of course, I'll get some plugs out of the way. Soon, let's just watch this side. So while Rocker's doing a good job holding on. As we see there, coming through the chicane, myself and Rocker there. Losing ground now to Wilco and Jason. With Merck in 5th place. And Smith doing well, holding on to 6th. in front of Mercer. There's Jammy D there, after he's battling earlier. And the newcomer to the group, Pi, being challenged now by Boss. Pi hard on the brakes there. A little wobble on the entrance of the chicane. Let's see what Boss can do now. Going for the outside line to swing in. Pi reads it though. Trying the same trick again while Pi sticks to the inside. Nice little cut there from Boss right into the slipstream of Pi. Problem, as we've seen now, is when these cars top out of 180, 181, 182, it's so close. He's just got the inside line just by a nose there, Boss. Very clean racing at the back. Side by side now. Super battling. Oh, it just drops wide there. Pi keeping the inside line. Giving Boss that opportunity to escape now in 10th place. A great move by Boss. Keeping the pressure on. There's the race leader, Jason. As we see Wilco jump in the pits, followed by myself. Rocker stays out now. Even with that extra power, Jason's doing a phenomenal job. He's conserving fuel and racing as well. He hasn't gone off. There we've got Mert there. It looks like Smith slowly starting to gain on him now. Mert may come in the next lap. Followed by Mercer. Jammy D there. As we come into the last 10 minutes now of the race. Of the last of the pit stoppers on their 2-stop. There we see Boss moving up into 9th place now in front of Nightmare Racer there. Coming out at the back, only just though. There's a battle of 3 at the back now. And Merkston, well, up in 3rd there. Looks like he will need to pit though before the end. Jason's come into the pits. Rocker is in the pits again. So we've got to see where. And looks like Smith's jumping in. No, he's staying out. Smith is now up in front. No pits needed now for Smith. Same for Mercer. It's the advantage of these cars being able to go that little bit longer. But we've got the Zonda of Jason. Didn't even bother changing his tyres there. Just fueling up and going. Jammy D, I can see Jason just steaming past Mercer. Just got to keep it under control. There's Wilco there. In the P1 now, up into 5th. Myself in 6th, being hounded by Rocker. There's Merck in 8th. Boss in 9th. Nightmare Racer has taken Pi, who's gone into the pits now. Smith still in 1st, holding on well. And Mercer as well. There's Jason. I see Jason by the end of the straight over, start-finish straight, overtaking Mercer. As you see there, Jammy D in the middle, stuck between Jason and Wilco. in the faster cars. And Mercer looking to jump in the pits there quite late. That may affect his race now. Moving Jason up. And look at the P1 there. It's like the EF7, he's standing still. And there we got myself and Rocker. 5th and 6th. Wilco now has got to be overtaking Jammy down this fast section. Just the speed is ridiculous. He's got to go hard on the brakes so the EF7 can take advantage through this little tight section now. Oh, he's not being able to though. Moving Wilco up into 3rd place. I predict that Wilco will be right on the back at the end of this lap of Smith and maybe Jason. There's Jamie Lee there trying to jump in the slipstream, but he won't have a chance with this P1. So fast down the straight. As you can see in the background there, gaining on Jammy are the 2 Zondas of myself and Rocker. And then not too far off we've got Merck, followed by Mercer. Sold into pit very late. And then Boss and Nightmare Racer at it. Nightmare Racer taking the inside. He's just got a slight speed advantage, putting the nose in front. He's able to take the position from Boss. Boss has got the inside line now. And great move there from Nightmare Racer. Pie is just coming up to finish lap 15 and start lap 16. Not a great race for him so far. Smith there still in 1st place, doing an exceptional job. Still keeping a lot of distance between himself and Jason there in 2nd. And then you've got the super powered P1. Although saying that, Jammy D's holding off myself and Rocker well. There's Rocker, he's overtaken me. I may have had a mistake or through the tight corners. Rocker's superior driving. Be right on the back of Jammy D soon. Let's have a look with the front runners now. Smith still doing a fantastic job fighting off Jason. Jason probably should have changed his tyres. Smith having a bit of a slide there. It's got to be game over on this next start finish straight though. Surely. There's not much in it now. Just that extra 20 miles an hour, plus the speed difference of the Zonda anyway. Still great driving from Jason. He's a little bit back from Smith, but he should have the power to at least jump into the slipstream. Yeah, and he'll have to brake. Oh, he clips Smith there. Brakes far too late. Smith keeps hold of the first place. There's Wilco there. Jamie D starting to get all sorts of pressure soon now from Rocker and myself. It's a battle for fourth. Got to say the EF7's doing an absolutely phenomenal job holding back the faster cars. You can see Smith is still not in front of he's still holding off Jason. And Rocker there sporting the Atari livery. It looks like we're gaining on Wilco there. So Jamie D might have a problem though. He might need to pit. No, he's risking it. He's staying out. It's going to be the last lap. It's just easy work though for the Zonda. Let's see. Will they see the final lap for Merck? It is 7th place, Mercer in 8th place, Nightmare Racer there. Gonna bring 9th place home after his great move on Boss there in 10th. And then we've got Pie in 11th. And Jason's finally got past Smith. As we look now, this is how he did it. On the first corner, very tight. And then just a power of the Zonda speeding past the EF7 there. And Smith is probably doing some huge fuel saving to... I don't know if he'll make it to the end. It's going to leave the door wide open for Wilco. It's a shame. Smith was doing really well in that EF7. Holding off the lot faster cars. And then behind we've got Rock and myself and Jamie. Could all go either way. Smith there, how long is that fuel going to last for Smith? He's already lost it now to Wilco. Looks like Smith has as if he's run out now. He's lost the podium position to Rocker. Is he going to lose any more points from the championship? It looks like, yeah, I've taken the point. I will be taking the point from him. There's Wilco and Rocker. Let's have a look at that again. Oh, Wilco touched the grass on the final corner, slowed him right down. Great move there by Rocker. Let's see though, that power of the P1, it might just bump him in front of Rocker. Jason wins the race. Look at that there. Wilco in second, Rocker in third, I'm in fourth. Jamie only just in fifth, and there's poor Smith there, ran out of fuel. Oh dear, unlucky there. He had a great race. So see you next time guys, and thank you for watching. Please subscribe, help me get to that 1,000.